each of our leader huddles, we want to share different tools that might help you as you are leading your group of people. So at our first leader huddle, we shared something called the feelings chart or the feelings wheel, which I'll get into in just a second. But before I start sharing about the tool, I want to talk about the idea of emotions, something we talk a lot about at CCC. Because they matter. Emotions should not be in the driver's seat driving how we live life, but I think we all know in either a team or a group setting, if you don't pay attention to emotions, sometimes explosions can happen unintentionally. So we want to give you tools to understand where people are, understand what feelings and emotions they are, which are going to allow you to engage your group or engage your team better. So I have a variety of different tools I'm going to show you right here because you all lead different areas. Some of you are leading preschoolers, some of you are leading an adult small group, some of you are leading the mowing team. So what does it look like to use these different elements? Well, I have a few different things in front of me. If you're leading little ones, you're obviously not going to pull out a full feelings chart with over 100 words on here and ask them what feeling they're having in the moment. But you might be able to pull up one of these feeling wheels that has some fun emojis on there and ask them how they're feeling that morning. If you serve in Studio 252, we've actually just started to implement this regularly on Sunday morning. We pull out our feelings charts or our feeling wheels and we ask the kids, how are you coming in this morning? And we get to hear their answers. And by understanding what our kids are feeling as they come in the morning, it allows us to then engage them better during our small group time later because we know what mindset they're having as they come in. If you're leading an adult small group, you might start your group time together by asking everyone to pull out a feelings chart and just being like, give us 3 words how you're coming in today, and give us a little bit more about that. Picture with me if you're walking into your group setting, and let's say you just ask everybody, how was your week? Let's say someone's basement flooded. You might hear about their basement flooding and all the problems that they face and everything that they're dealing with through that, and then move on. But imagine if you started with a feelings chart and you asked everyone, how are you feeling coming in? Well, the wife might be feeling overwhelmed and sad by loss of personal items that came from the flooding of their basement. The husband might be feeling angry and enraged that the insurance company is not getting back to them. How you engage those people in your small group could be drastically different if you understand not just what happened, but what are they feeling about what happened? And this is true with our kids, with our students, and with our adults. Now, for some of you who might lead maybe a serving team, you might be like, how are we going to use this in your serving team? Well, you're probably not going to pull your mowing team together and pull out the feelings chart and ask them how they're feeling. But it may be more on the fly as you're engaging them in conversation. I walked in on a conversation that was taking place with the counting team, and I watched as the counting team leader listened to a situation that was going on in one of her team members' lives, and she listened and she responded, and she was able to engage that person's heart, who she serves along, who she was caring for, in a meaningful way. And so being aware of your feelings and your emotions, having some of these tools around you, so if someone's sharing something that's going on, you might be able to say, how's that make you feel? And maybe be able to get a deeper and more meaningful conversation. We don't just talk about emotions just because we want to have these touchy-feely conversations, but we believe they are the window into something deeper. And when we can have those conversations that go below just how was your week, into how are you feeling, into what is really impacting your life, and we get to engage in these deeper conversations, we get to have meaningful connections, meaningful relationships, and love each other in community the way that God has designed us to. We'll have all of these resources available at each of our leader huddles. So if you missed the last one, we'll have copies of all of these available so you can come to the next one, pick one of these up, check it out for yourself, use it in your serving team, use it in your small group, figure out ways that you can start to pay attention to under that water level, what's going on in their heart.